So this week, I got my 80s on. My mom finally convinced me into watching a couple 80s movies. She bought a little 80s comedy collection. Most of them were John Hughes. Anyway, there was like 2 or 3 in the pack. Today I'm going to be reviewing 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club. Yeah, they were both from the 80s and written by John Hughes and directed, and he mostly did all the movies in the 80s, from what I've kind of looked up and researched, and they're both really good. And the first one I'm going to review is The Breakfast Club, because that one was my favorite, because it just had like a diverse mix of people all together, and if you've seen it before, then you know this song is off of it, and you know what scene I'm talking about when they play the song in it, and the song's called Don't You Forget About Me. And so I'm gonna play a little clip of it, and just for you little fans out there, it can be a little treat. You can remember the part that it was on, so here we go. And that iconic scene from the Breakfast Club is played when they are dancing on the table and they're moving their arms back and forth like that, basically kind of like skiing or something. But anyway, if you don't even know what the Breakfast Club is, then first off, I wish I would have heard about this movie and seen it way earlier. And I personally think I should have been born in an earlier decade, not 97, maybe the 80s. I don't know, but anyway, it's like I said, it came out in 85, 86. It has a bunch of good people: Molly Ringwald, Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall. And basically the whole movie is 5 kids in detention on a Saturday, and it's just about, they learn a lot about each other from, they're in detention from like 8 o'clock to like 4, or no, it's like 6 to 4 o'clock. It's just, trust me, I would not want to be stuck in detention that long. And the principal is he's a jerk, and they have to deal with that, and then they got their own problems. Molly Ringwald is prom queen. Emilio Estevez is a jock. Judd Nelson's a rebel. Ali Sheedy, she's kind of one of those out there girls. And Anthony Michael Hall, he's a geek. So you got a whole bunch of cliques or groups in high school that still last today, because people still get labeled today in high school by those names. Anyway, so they just learn a lot about each other, and while they're in detention, and they get into trouble, they laugh, they cry. It's just really good, and it really shows like how people feel, and like, just, I guess the message is, don't judge others until you like walk in their shoes, because not everybody has an easy life. Like, you may think somebody there have an easy life, maybe they don't, but it has a really good message. It's funny. If you're easily offended and don't like hearing the F word a lot, they say the F word quite frequently in this movie. So yeah, make sure to check out The Breakfast Club, because it's really good. It's a classic, and I can't believe I waited this long to see it. I should have definitely seen it earlier, because it's just so good. And it's definitely one of my favorite movies of the 80s. The next movie, I'm doing 2 retro movie reviews in one. The next one I'll be reviewing is 16 Candles, and that also has Molly Ringwald in it and Anthony Michael Hall. And basically, it's all the stuff that happens to this girl on her 16th birthday and the day after. She's a teenager. She's dealing with all the problems of high school and family stuff at home and all that, just like a typical teenager. But anyway, she's all excited because it's her 16th birthday, and she wished for all this stuff and thought she'd look different, and she's kind of sad about that and upset. And then her parents, like her whole family, forgets it's her birthday, so she's even more upset. And then her sister, who's getting married the next day, thinks she's being selfish. So it's just, she's just having a crappy day, and it ends up being not so crappy the next day, and it's really funny. It has a pretty good cast. Joan Cusack's in it, and John Cusack are in it. They're pretty young in it, and they do pretty good jobs, even though Joan Cusack doesn't really say anything, and she's in it only a couple scenes. It has great music. It's hilarious. Molly Ringwald does a really good job, and I think Michael Hall does. It's one of my favorites too, and like I said, I really wish I would have seen these movies way earlier a couple years earlier in my life, because they're just really good, and they should be considered American classics, which I'm pretty sure they already are. And just to warn everybody, in case you decide to watch it, 16 Candles does have a PG rating, but it does show boobs for a couple seconds, because they're talking about this popular girl at school, and Molly Ringwald's like, shows she's perfect, and then it flashes to the locker room scene real quick, and it's a close-up on her breasts. So, yeah, and they say the F word 1 or 2 times, but it's definitely milder compared to Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club, they say the F word quite a lot, but there's no breasts in that one. So make sure to check out The Breakfast Club and 16 Candles. They're really good 80s movies, great acting, great storyline, great music, they're just great. So make sure to check them out. And if you've seen either of these movies, you can tell me. You make sure to comment and tell me, because I want to know. And you know what? Tell me if you liked them or not, because I'm just curious, because I want to see how much you liked them. And I'm pretty sure more people that were born in the 80s or alive during the 80s would appreciate these movies more and like these movies a lot more, because the 80s was a really fun time for them. So thanks for watching, and make sure to check Breakfast Club and 16 Candles out.